So good morning. I told you all that I would show you a little bit about how I do my engraving. So I'm holding the camera, so I apologize while I'm trying to do this, show you how. Start my graphics program here. This photo right here will be the one that I'm going to engrave. Eagle head. Now if you take a look at this, the lines on this are they're like squared. They're like pixelized. It's not a straight line. So I need to clean this artwork up before I engrave it, before I cut it. And to save a little time, I've already done that. And what we have to do with this photo is we have to vectorize it. And once I vectorized it, I cleaned it all up, I got the lines all squared away. Now if you see these lines, how much smoother, straighter they are. They're not jagged like they were in the first one. Let me show you the picture here. Oh, hold on. That wasn't right. I got to put a little box around this so you can see it. Here we go. Now, hold on. Well, for some reason, oh, I know what it is. I've got this other mirror here. There we go. There's the photo I was trying to show you. Now, if you see, that's the eagle's head. This is the part that'll be blasted. Let me grab the other picture so I can set it up there and show you beside it. Now, there you go. Now the one over here on my right, this is the one that I'll blast. This is the one that I'll cut. And like I say, you can see before. Let me show you here again. You notice how jagged the lines are on this first picture. We don't want that. We're going to go with this one. Like I say, it's already been cleaned up. Notice how smooth the lines are now. So, we've got that picture and we're ready to go. I need to break this up. I need to make the box a little better, because I want this to cover my whole glass, save me a little bit of masking off and everything. I'm going to make that box a 12 by 12 because that's what size my mirror is going to be. Okay, now I'm going to make that a little bigger to fit my mirror. Go ahead and get this up here where we can see a little better off these lines. Now it looks pretty good. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of text in here. I'm not sure what I'm going to say on it yet, but that's what we have to do to get this photo ready. So I'll go on with this a little bit more here. Let me do a few things to this and I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, I've got it cleaned up a little bit. I've added the text to it that I wanted to put on it. You can read the text, I think. Just something new. USA, American pride will never die. Eagle head. This will be on a mirror. So I'm ready to cut this pattern out. So we have this here, and here's my plotter. So now we'll send this image to get cut. Working on it here, just a second. Okay. Sending my plotter here to get ready to go. And there it goes. And it's cutting out my detail now. Cutting out the pattern. And after this is all done, then I'll get this put on the mirror. And we'll go from there. Alright, here we are. Last we were doing, we were cutting out the pattern so that we could engrave it. Most of my engravings that I do by sandblaster. It engraves the glass. I blast the glass. You seen the plotter where it cut the vinyl. It cut the pattern in there. We're using a 12-inch mirror. I'll show you here. Using a 12-inch mirror. This is all we're using. After I get it all finished and everything, I'm not sure whether I'll put a frame on it or sell it as is. Let whoever have, they can put their own frame around it. But I haven't gone that far yet. But that's what we'll be putting it on. You seen the plotter cut the pattern out. There's what we got right now. There's the pattern. This is all that was weeded out through the vinyl. This is the pieces we took out of the picture. And then, of course, all this other here is masked off with the vinyl so that it doesn't get etched. It doesn't get engraved. Took some masking tape, went around the edges so that it doesn't get hit. And also, I like to kind of just plain old saran wrap on the back. Pull it out, lay it on the table, put your mirror down, tape around it, cut it out. That way you don't get your dust and stuff on the back of the mirror and scratch the silver back there. You don't have to worry about that. So, with that, it's ready to engrave. So we take it over to the blaster. And then we get ready to start engraving. Really, it's not a really long process. Depending on what you're doing, it could take longer. But this isn't a very big mirror. It's not a real big process. Sometimes I would probably turn the camera off and come back to it. But this mirror is not really large enough that I have to do that or have to worry about doing that. Right now, I'm a little over halfway done with it. We're almost through. Alright, we have it all finished, all squared away. I got the, all of the masking off the front of it. And here's our finished product. This is the kind of things that I do. I do mugs. I do all sorts of things, but I just like showing people how I do it. You know, maybe somebody out there, maybe you might like to try it sometime. Don't really take a lot. Plotters though, like the thing I use to cut this pattern, you can go to your local sign shop and tell them, you know, if you've got something that you want cut, they can cut it for you, and they usually won't charge you too extremely much. And then you can just take it home, put it on your glass, whether it be a mug or a mirror like this, or anything else, and you can do your own. So, that's the little process that I use to do my things. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much. God bless.